Hello friends, in our previous video we discussed about statement conclusion questions which comes in your entrance exam, and we discussed about how to calculate them and discuss various numericals. In this video we are going to discuss the extension of that video, and which helps you to determine the relation between x and y when the equations are given. These are the 5 cases like A, B, C, D and E. As we discuss how to calculate the root of the equations, and on that basis how to calculate the relation between these two entities when the two equations are given. We discuss about determinant method and factorization method, but in this video we try to reduce our time while solving the questions. So let's discuss questions which helps you to understand the topic more clear and helps you to solve the question in lesser time. So let's discuss our question. Suppose we are having two equations, which is x square minus x minus 12 is equals to 0, and other one is y square plus 5y plus 6 equals to 0. We have to find the relation between x and y value. So firstly we have to check the roots of this equation, and then we have to maintain our relation. So what we have to do, like firstly I am going to calculate the root of this equation. Like I am doing it by factorization method, and I reduce some step to make it easier and which help you to solve it in lesser time. So it is just like a equation x square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Now I am going to calculate the product of a and c. The product of here a and c is minus 12. Here a is 1 and here c, which is constant term, is equals to minus 12. So I am going to break this minus 12 like that after addition of those splitting terms would become minus 1, would become the value of b, which is equals to here minus 1. So like after splitting I am getting 4 and 3. So here we are having minus sign, means we are getting our one value as this and other one is this. After addition we get minus this. Like one shortcut trick here, like when the both the sign of this constant coefficient of x value, which is b, and the sign of constant term both are minus, then in that case one root would be positive and another would be negative. So these are my roots. So I am directly calculating it. My one value would be this value. When I divide this value by the coefficient of x square, then I would get the root of the equation. So my values are x is equals to, here minus 4 and 3 are the values of this splitting term, and after addition we will get value of b, which is equals to minus 1. So my splitting terms are correct. So after that I am going to calculate, and my roots, one thing, as I told you that when both the signs are negative, then in that case one root would be positive and another one would be negative. So after splitting term I am going to change. It's a very important step. Like after splitting the terms, after splitting this term I would get two terms, and after this I am going to change the sign of both these values, and we are going this trick in other question also. Like after changing the sign I would get 4 and minus 3. So my roots would be 4 divided by coefficient of x square and minus 3 divided by 1. So my roots are 4 and minus 3. You can check it by substituting the value in the equation or by using factorization method or determinant method. Same here for second equation. We are having a second equation as y square plus yy is equals to 6 equals to 0. So I am going to calculate the product, which is equals to 6, and after splitting we get 3 and 2 as a splitting term. As I told you that when the equation, it's another trick, like when the sign of the coefficient of y or x and the sign of the constant term both are positive, then in that case we would get both the roots in negative form. Here after splitting, these two terms are producted AC here, and after adding this we would get 5, which is equals to our coefficient of x or y value, which is equals to b. Means these splitting are correct. So when we get our splitting term, change their sign, like 3 would become -3 and 2 would become -2. So roots of my equations are y minus 3 by this and this, which is equals to -3 and -2. You can check it by substituting the value in equation or by other method. So what's the next step is, you have to draw a table x and y. It's a separate from this, like there will be no confusion. So I'm going to write my x value, which is equals to 4, -3, 4 and -3. For every single value we are having two values. So I am going to write this 4 for -3 and 4 for -2. So 4 for -3 and 4 for -2. Same in this case, -3 and -2. Okay, I am going to maintain a relation between these values. In this case, this value is greater than this, it is equal, this value is greater than this, and this value is greater than this. In this type of equations, like we discussed in our previous video, that we have to find a definite conclusion. Like if this would be reverse like this, if this would be like this, then in that case I am going to confirm x is greater than equals to y. But here x is greater than y, it is equals to this, and it is greater than y, but in this case it is lesser than y. So it is like a bulkier thing. So in this case our answer would be cannot be determined. So I am going to take E option. Relation cannot be established because in some cases it is equals it is greater than y, in some cases it is equals to y, in some cases it is lesser than y. So our relationship is not in proper form. I hope this would clear to you. Now discuss another type of numerical. In this case our answer would be cannot be determined. Like I am going to take two equations, x square minus 32 is equals to 112, and our next equation is y is equals to 169, root 169. So taking first equation, I would get 1, this is equals to this, and after solving I get 114, and x values are plus minus 12, and in this case y under root 169 I would get only a one value, which is equals to 13. Okay, our next step is create a table like this for x 12 minus 12 like this, and for this 13 and 13. Okay, in this case as you see, these values in both the cases are greater than x values. So it is clearly visible that our answer would be A. It's a definite form, like y is always greater than x. There is no equal portion. Is one series, like it is always greater than. Like in this case, it is greater than, and it is in this case, it is also greater than this. It is greater than this in both the cases. It is also a type of numerical. For shortcut, like we discuss a point. Let me discuss a point which helps you to solve the questions, like as when the roots, when the we are having an equation like ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. When the coefficient, when the sign of the coefficient of x means this or this, when it is positive and it is positive, means sign of b and c are positive, then in that case roots are negative. But when sign of b is negative and c is positive, when the sign of b is negative and sign of c is positive, then in that case roots are positive. Both the roots are positive. But when the sign of b is negative, when the sign of b is b and c are negative, then in that case one root would be positive and other would be negative. These are three tricks which helps you to understand that which helps you to calculate the root in lesser time, or helps you to understand the equation in lesser time. Suppose you calculate the root and you are not able to find the root, and or you are having some confusion like that the roots you have calculated are wrong or right, then these tricks would help you to make you clear or to gain some confidence that you are doing a right thing or wrong thing. For this type of question, you have to learn this thing, a tabular form and the factorization method. These three things would help you to solve any type of numerical related to this topic, and helps you to and make you to able to solve these questions in correct form. Okay, let's discuss few more numerical related to this topic. As we discussed two numerical, now we are having a numerical having equation 3x square minus 19x plus 28 is equals to 0, and our next equation is 5y square plus minus 18y plus 16 is equals to 0. It is our B form. I am going to solve for first equation 3x square minus 19x plus 28 is equals to 0. In this, one is negative and other one is positive, means both the roots are positive. So calculate AC, which is equals to 28 multiplied by 3, we will get 84. Splitting this term, like we get 12 and 7. The after addition we will get 19, but focus on sign, and we will get minus 12 and minus 7 as our splitting term. After multiplication we will get 84, but on addition we will get minus 19. But as we discussed, change the sign like this. So our roots would be 12. Here the coefficient of x square is 3. So we divide here by 3 and 7 by 3 means 4 and 2.33. These are the roots of the first equation. So our next equation would be this. AC is equals to 16 multiplied by 5, we will get as 80. After splitting, we will get 8 and 9. In this case also, one is negative and another one is positive, means both the roots are in positive form. So here we will put negative sign. Here it is minus 18. Here it is minus 18. So after splitting, we will get on multiplication we will get 80, and after addition we will get minus 18. But as I told you, change the sign. We will get 10 and 8. Here the coefficient of y square is 5. So roots are 10 divided by 5 and 8 divided by 5, which is equals to 2 and 1.6. These are the roots of the second equation. You can check it by substituting the value. Now create a table for x and y to establish a relation. We are having these values and 2, 1.6, 1.6, we get 2. This value is greater than this. This value is greater than this. This value is greater than this, and this value is greater than this. Like in this case, we are getting a definite conclusion that x is always greater than y. There is no other symbol, equal symbol or lesser than symbol, but in this case, all the signs are greater. So it is clearly visible that x is greater than y. Sorry, I made a mistake. In our previous example, I think we are getting C option. Sorry for that. Sorry for my bad decision. It's my in a previous example, y is greater than x. I hope it is clear to you. Sorry for my bad thing. So let's discuss another numerical which helps you to understand this topic more clear, and I am pretty confident that after seeing this video you would able to solve any of this question more confidently. Like we are having these values. This is my first equation and this is my second equation. This is my second equation. Well, as in trick, where I told you that when both the signs are positive, means roots are negative. Both the roots are in negative form. So I am going to take my first equation. This would be this. AC is 32, and after splitting I am getting 8 and 4. On addition I am getting 12 as a B, and after multiplication we get 32. But as I told you, change the sign, minus 8 and minus 4. Okay, here the coefficient of x is 1, so my roots would be minus 8 and minus 4. Okay, now take another equation which is equals to this. AC would be 72, and after splitting I am getting 9 and 8. On multiplication we get 72, and after addition we will get 70. So these splitting are correct, but we have to change the sign. This would become this and this would become this. So my roots are here The coefficient of y is also 1, so my roots are -9 and -8. So my next step is to create a table. After practice, you will able to solve this question in lesser time. Once you know the trick, you will able to solve these equations in lesser time. So now I am creating a table: -8, -4, -8 and -4. For these corresponding values are -9, -9, -8 and -8. In this case it is greater than this, in this case it is greater than this, it is equals to this, and in this case it is greater than this. It is clearly visible that it's a direct conclusion. No other form means x is greater than y, x is greater than y, x is greater than y. Equal case you can neglect it, but in answer you have to mention this. So there is no other sign except this greater than, means in no other cases x is lesser than y. So we are getting here as our answer as B. X is greater than equals to y. That's all about statement conclusion in quants. Mostly you will get 4 to 5 questions, but everyone knows how to calculate the root. But while maintaining a relation, no one is able to find the correct relation. No one means no one, no. Most of the people find the relation, but most of the people create a problem or create something wrong, which make their decision wrong, and they will lose their marks. But after seeing this video, I can make sure that you would able to solve any of this question, and you would able to solve 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5 correct questions. For other videos, subscribe our channel and remember, share this video among your friends so that they can also use our trick and score good marks.